Oh, well, believe it or not, I'm proud of our guys, the way they fought tonight. Again, it's hard to, I'm looking at this paper, it's hard to, justify what I'm saying, but I watched what I watched, and I saw some bad football. Okay, we gave up some big plays. Two busted coverages that led to touchdowns to them that I'm very disappointed in. But there was so much good football within that game that's, if you watched it, like some of you, but again, I'm a bottom line guy, and we're not going to get in the habit of having shootouts, outscoring people, hoping our offense gets a first down. It's unacceptable. And but our guys showed great toughness. They played with great effort tonight, made some huge stops, had a couple turnovers, dropped a number of them in our hands, but they put themselves in position to be there. Two huge fourth down stops that to me are like turnovers. Blocked field goal like another turnover. The turnovers that we did cause, turned into points. And then again, we had 4 sacks. Vic Beasley always had 3 of them, and we had good pressure. He's a guy's a good quarterback. It's hard to get in a rhythm, particularly when you're getting to cause another fumble. It's hard to get in a rhythm when you're giving up some big plays, but you really actually felt in control. I don't know how that's. Again, obviously. We put ourselves in tough position on, I gave up almost 300 yards of kickoff returns, and, and created some short, and that's a bunch of defensive guys on there, so that's disappointing. And got to play better. We're going to have to play a lot better this week. But we made a bunch of big plays in that game to give ourselves a chance, and our guys, again, showed great toughness, and there were some periods in that game that we really were just dominating and got into a groove, and again, some big plays really, put our backs against the wall. So they've got a terrific, quarterback, but we kind of contributed to some of those things.
Talk about what was the problem. So much was, it looked like it was just wide open over the middle.
Wide open over the middle to who?
Yeah, it looked like the tight end was.
We had guys. We had one time where the tight end. We had bodies around him. We're in a 3 deep zone blitz there late on the 3rd down. The backer's got to stay inside of him. Period. That's his rule. So you can't let him get inside. So that happened on that play. And some other times, again, we let him. We need to use our bodies better. We let him, use his big body. Got to play with better leverage and disrupt him more. We're going to get challenged with their tight ends this week, so they've got a couple of big old monsters that take up a lot of space. So we busted a coverage there, an empty formation in the middle of the field, but a couple of the first half, there's 3 in a row there. Post players got to be in the post, whether that's the corner, which on 2 of them it was supposed to be, and safety on another post. That's basic fundamental football. Give guys one job. They got to do their job. So can't do that against anybody, let alone good people.
Coach, how many people told you need to beat South Carolina? Is that a common thing?
Probably not as many people told me you need to beat Georgia Tech.
Yeah, really?
Oh, yeah. And the running quarterback.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, and talk about your run defense. obviously, pretty good dig into that.
And again, we believe it or not, we're taking away some of their success they had running the ball there in the second half. Any success they had, the majority of it, if not all of it, was attributed to we're in pass defensive calls to try to help ourselves and forcing them to try to run it, milking the clock, taking time off the clock. So I thought our guys played with good position and really did a pretty good job of that all night.
Considering that, people say, well, it was 3 or 4 really good weeks. Do you consider this a step back, or is it,
no,
hey, there were a lot of good things?
No, yeah, I got a perspective. It's incredibly disappointing. We came out, and, again, on plays that I can't give the opponent, credit for, as good as, as they did in different parts of the game, when we're not where we're supposed to be. We didn't get beat. We let guys run past us, and that in those calls, when guys are, hey, you're a post player, stay in the post. You got to help outside and underneath. I don't. There's no excuse for that. So I can't take away from the other 10 guys on plays that where they're doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm hopeful that guys will learn from it, and again, you can't give up 80-yard passes and expect to play good defense. So 10 guys can be doing it right. So we'll have to play better and be in better position this week because they'll come after us and see if we got it corrected. So I got a perspective on the entire game.
This Clemson team, 10 wins, and obviously a lot on the line next week. You've been in these situations as a coach. Is there anything that you can bring from that perspective to help these guys consider what's at stake?
Well, I don't know. It's the last game of the year for my experience is there is a lot at stake, and this is what you work hard for. So. Obviously you look forward to it, and you got to empty the tank as far as your preparation, and you hope that by the end of the year you're playing your best football. And I think as a team, we have. And again, it's hard to win 10 games, and you look around the country, and not many people are doing it. And to put yourself in a position where the last game of the year, the regular season, has great meaning, it's tough to do. So. I know our guys are incredibly excited about, winning that 10th game, and need to enjoy it for X number of hours here, and then put all of our focus and work into a one-game season this next week. And I think it's pretty obvious they've had their way with us the last couple of years, and our guys recognize that, and are looking forward to the opportunity to go back out and compete against them.